I decided like, okay, I have to get out of this environment. I started to actively look for jobs. I applied for these 4 jobs and I got 4 offers for interviews for all 4 of them, which was surreal. I was like, oh my God, this is insane. And it gave me a lot of hope. I felt more hopeful again. And I went to the interviews and I felt like I did well in one of them. But the guy called me and said I didn't get the job. I broke down in tears. I hope he didn't hear me over the phone. But I thought, oh my God, like one of these 4 jobs is my lifeline. Like I need one of these to work because I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Because I kid you not, I think I was at the point where I was so down I didn't care that I would have just handed my notice in, even if I didn't get one of these jobs, because I was just so, I don't know how to say it, but I think I was just angry, I was sad, I was frustrated. There was just so many different emotions going on in one go that I just thought I have to leave this place. One interview where I actually knew the people and it was quite a nice interview. At first I was a bit like, oh no, like I don't know if I said enough, and I would say, and they gave me the opportunity like, oh, is there anything else you want to add? And I was like, okay, let me add more information to make sure I get that point across as well, to show that I do have that skill set that fits to that role. So out of the 3 jobs that I had left, one of them came back to me and said I didn't get it. Another one came back saying I didn't get it, but on that same day, that last one that said I didn't get it, I got a phone call to say I got offered this job that I'm in now. And I just immediately said yes. I didn't hesitate whatsoever because I just thought, thank God, finally, this job is my lifeline. I had this job offer that would get me out of this really toxic job that was making me so stressed that I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't eating well, I wasn't taking care of my body, I wasn't having any self-care time. At least I still followed through to find out whether or not that job that I did have in the head office job, if it worked for me. But yeah, that kind of environment, I just don't know what, like jobs like that, I just think they could do so much better, and the workloads could be so much better if they just implemented the right processes. There was so many things that made my role so stressful. It was unreal. But yeah, I'm never going back to that company ever again. But yeah, this job, once I got into this job, I thought, okay, it was weird. So once I started this job, I kind of had I would say almost like PTSD sort of symptoms here and there, because where I was so stressed, I was still on edge all the time about little things. So if I made a mistake, I would start to think, oh my God. And even my manager, who I have at the moment, when I made a mistake, she could see it in my face, but she has such a lovely presence and she's so lovely and calming and happy. And she didn't tell me off in any way. It was kind of like, this happens, it's a human thing, don't worry about it. And it kind of made me think, oh my God, this isn't a problem. And it kind of reminded me actually, I'm not a robot. This is normal. I'm just doing the best that I can. And it was nice to have that reminder. And even little things, I would always ask, is it okay to go to break? And and that team always tells me off, you can just go to break whenever, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And even if I was late, I would be rushing in, being oh, sorry, I'm late. Again, they don't tell me off about it. Even as long as I let them know, okay, I'll be however late, but they would see how stressed I would get about it, and they would tell me relax, it's fine, don't worry about it. And getting that reassurance, not to worry, not to freak out about things, is really nice. And yeah, I'm a lot happier where I am. It's nice to go into work and not think, oh, I've got to go into here again. I wake up now and I'm ready for the day. I'm also having a laugh every single day, to the point that the first day I was laughing so much that I had tears coming down my face, they couldn't stop. And I was wearing this mascara and I thought, oh my goodness, and the mascara was actually coming down. I thought, I have to wear waterproof mascara because this team is just so freaking funny. So I've now got waterproof mascara and I'm laughing a lot more now, and I feel, and it's nice to talk about things openly. I don't feel like if I have something to say about something, about saying like, oh, there's this new way we could do this, or this way we could do that, and any ideas that I have, they actually listen to it. They don't shut it down in any way. And even if they do, they would say like, actually, we have tried that and it hasn't worked, so we won't proceed with that. They won't say it in a way like, we're not going to do this. It's actually really nice to be told like, yes, this is working, like we can do it this way. And I've been able to show them new ways of working that has actually been beneficial for all of us, like especially my own workload. And yeah, it's just good to be in a job where I can make a difference and make a change. And it's not just for myself, but for that whole team as well. So when I started working back there, I thought, okay, I have to start recording what I'm eating. And I did weigh myself, and that's when I realized like how bad the stress that I had affected my body. So I started to go back to the gym and tried to like really implement a new routine, but it wasn't working. So it was taking me quite a while to really reduce down the stress levels. It was because I was still so on edge for quite some time. So I had to like think, okay, how can I reduce this stress? So sleeping was one thing that I really needed to work on, because I found that I was always tired when I first started the job. And I think within a week, I was able to, one thing I started to do was not look at my phone for 30 minutes before I go to bed. So I tried that the second week, and my goodness, what a difference that made. Like the sleep that I had was just so good that I would just sleep through the whole night. And I found that I was filled up with more energy as well, that exercising didn't feel as much of a difficulty either. With the sleep as well, I did try to do other things to help like calm and relax me more. So I have I will be sharing like a little nighttime routine video as well of like what I do to help reduce stress, because I think it's not just important for like weight gain and like physical health, but also really good for your mental health as well. So I use this, I use it as a shower gel more, because I kind of just like the scent, and I feel like the scent is just so calming and relaxing. So this is Soap and Glory and Perfect Zen Calf Bath Milk. This is really good. I always get these on offer when I can from Boots, so always check out Boots for this when they're on offer, and you can get them for like a third of the price, or you can do like the 3 for 2, so you can basically get one of these for free. So this is really good. I also have the body lotion as well. I love this stuff, and you can see quite here, oh, it smells so calming. It's quite thick as well, so it does last quite a long time. You don't need to use a lot either, because it really does moisturize your body. So yeah, this is the body souffle of the Soap and Glory Perfect Zen. And I also use the Nivea night cream to just put on my face. I just find it just helps like keep my face moisturized, and to help like reduce like my eyes from looking really tired in the morning as well. So I like to use that. And this is something I've only started to use recently, because I got it for, can't remember if I got it for my birthday or if I got it for Christmas, one or the other. But yeah, this is the Sanctuary Spa De-Stress Woman Body Balm. I love using this, especially on the days when I do like a workout as well. So like today I went to the gym and I went on the treadmill. I walked for an hour, and that my legs do feel a bit like stiff, and there's like a bit of tension there. So I will use this tonight to just help relax the muscles in my legs, especially when I go to sleep, so they don't feel so stiff in the morning. And I find that the next day, like my body doesn't feel tightened up. I feel a bit more relaxed and I feel a bit more loose, and that's quite good. And I also have like these teas. I love these teas. So I have 2 different ones. I got this in a selection pack, but this is I always never pronounce it right, but I think it's the Twinings or Twinings, I think I'm pronouncing that right. So that's the sleep tea, which has spiced apple and vanilla with chamomile and passion flowers, which is really nice. I do love this one. And I also have a moment of calm, the spiced chamomile and vanilla with roasted, is it trochery root? I think I pronounced that right. These are really nice if you have a teaspoon of honey as well. I take this whenever I just want to have like a bit of a de-stress. If I feel like there's a lot going on in my mind, I have this. I did take this a lot when I was in that as well, especially when I found that I was having really like bad days. I'd have some of this, and I felt like it did help me relax a bit more and refocus my energy on completing the task, so that the days where I felt like, oh my god, I feel like I can't do this always helped me through that day. And this helps me with my sleep, obviously, sleep tea. And yeah, I always find that whenever I have this, I have such a good night's sleep. So I do recommend these if you're someone who's just trying to improve your sleep pattern, your night routine. These are really good. Another thing that I felt like caused my weight gain was the pill. So I used to be, when did I first start taking the pill? I first started taking the pill when I was like 20, I think it was. And that was mainly because of my periods, because my periods were like really bad, to the point that it was like, they were heavy, I'm not gonna lie, and I would always feel really exhausted and drained, and I would always suffer with really bad nausea, or I'd be really sick as well the first few days. So I wanted something to just help like stop these symptoms and reduce it more. And I got the pop pill, and I found that really helped. It made such a difference, and I was happy to be on something that was just reducing these periods and the flow of these periods as well. And I didn't notice though, but slowly over time I was gaining weight, and it was when I got back home that I noticed the weight gain. So I think I stayed on the pill for a little bit when I was home, and then I stopped taking it after about 6 months, because I thought, okay, this is just not working out for my body anymore, really. And I felt like my hormones were going a little bit crazy. So I thought, okay, I just need to stop taking this. And in that space of time when I stopped taking it, I lost the weight, and I almost was back to the weight I was before. So I thought, oh, this is good. And then I didn't take the pill for quite some time until I got with my partner Ryan. And I think I didn't start taking the pill until we were about 6 months into our relationship, just to know that I was like, okay, this is getting serious now. And with that pill I was fine, but I started to notice I was gaining weight there when I was with him. But we were eating like so much bad stuff, like Domino's, we were having snacks, and we were like we would always have like a Disarunner and Coke every evening. So again, like that was a very different factor. Like I knew I wasn't eating well. I was sometimes eating a whole pizza to myself. It was insane. But yeah, that was also the reason why I gained the weight so quickly. So I thought, oh, okay. And I was still on the pill when I lost the weight in COVID. So that's why I thought, oh, maybe it's not the pill, but it could just be me in general. But recently, I felt like something just wasn't really right with my body, and I felt like my hormones were going a bit crazy, and I just felt like, okay, let me just see what happens to my body if I come off the pill. So I've been off the pill now for about 2 months, and I think in January I gained some Christmas weight and I lost 5 pounds there, and then this week just gone I lost 2 pounds, and then this week I've lost 2 pounds again. So I know it's also other things that could be factoring, but I do think the pill has been another factor for me with my weight gain. And also I feel a lot clearer since being off the pill. Like I said to my cousin a few weeks ago, like it feels like I've woken back up, like I've been a bit of a slumber. And she said the same thing about it, that she felt like it kind of, I don't know about you, but I found I got a lot of brain fog, especially when I was due on my period on the pill, and I couldn't be like focused. I found like things like sometimes very difficult to do, and I wasn't always motivated either. So that's why I don't know if the pill was contributing to that, if it was pushing the hormone, I don't know, but this is what I felt like personally as an experience. So yeah, I made the decision to just come off the pill, and unfortunately, yes, Mother Nature's always knocking at my door every 3 weeks, but it's not as bad as it used to be, which is really good, touch wood. And with that, I feel like I don't get the brain fog actually when I'm on my period anymore. I just get the standard symptoms of like the really bad like abdominal pain and back pain as well, and also I take evening primrose oil as well to just help with my hormones. So I feel like all those things are definitely making a difference to my hormonal balance. So I feel that can also be a contributing factor as well to my weight gain. So as long as I keep doing that, I feel like that can help improve my weight loss journey. So yeah, so those are the reasons why I gained weight and learned how to manage my stress more. Now I'm in a job where I'm a lot happier, more relaxed. I kid you not, with this job, I log on, do my work and log off, and that's it. I don't think about work at all. I have no worry about it. It's a Monday to Friday thing from now on. I don't have any stresses about it, which is really nice, and I can just switch off completely. I sleep a lot better now, especially with my new sleep routine. And of course, in my previous video that I referred to on how what I'm doing at the moment now to lose weight, you can look at it here. You can see the steps that I'm taking now on my weight loss journey, and of course it's going really well. So yeah, we are getting there and we are stress-free. And of course, I hope anyone watching this video know that if you are going through an experience that I have done, know that you're not alone. And one thing to definitely do is seek help. I do want to put that out there. That's something I did do. So my partner, he went to NHS, he went to our doctors and told about like he's having a bit of stress issues, etc. as well in his previous job, and he gave me the number, and I spoke to someone else about what was going on, and of course I told her everything. And as I was telling her everything, again, I couldn't stop crying. It felt really good though to talk to someone else, to just say like, this is what's going on, and this is, I don't know how to cope with this, I don't know what to do. And the next time they called me, they asked like how I was doing and what I'm starting to do. And when I told them like, okay, this is what I've done, and like they could hear that I was starting to take the right steps to improve my mental health. And they called me one more time, and I told them like, I'm now in a place where I feel like I am actually emotionally a lot happier, and the stress symptoms are still like there at the time, but I'm trying to figure out like, okay, this is what I need to do to reduce that stress. But I have to say, talking to someone else that isn't a family member is really important, especially when you are that stressed, because sometimes you feel a bit worried. I don't know about you, but at first I was a bit unsure of telling my mum and dad, because at the time I was telling them like I was really happy in the job, I was doing really well, and then to suddenly go 180 degrees the other way, I was a bit worried. But when I told my mum, it was one of the best things to do. Like, it was one of the best feelings that I had, especially telling my dad as well about how I was feeling, how I was coping. It was good to talk to them, but I think it's also important to speak to someone else, especially when you are that down, and to know that you are not alone. It's, unfortunately, this is a thing that's not uncommon anymore. People will be stressed so much now, and as long as you're trying to do something to reduce that stress, that's more important. And know that sometimes we worry about things that actually we don't need to worry about, and we make it a lot bigger than we should and we shouldn't do. Like, know that there is another day coming. And that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video. Also, comment below what your experience are with stress at the moment. Like, what are you doing to help improve this, reduce this? Let me know, as I'd love to hear about your experiences, tips as well. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned to my uploads, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the fun. And I hope you guys have a lovely week. Keep it fun, keep it curly, stay true, and see you in the next video. Bye!